done in this position for Shinam. You're trying to play the bait from Ospas, but just leaving those players anchored there doesn't
wow, nice
allow
dash.
support here
The
towards this
trade.
B site.
Beautiful flash. As you can see, Cortezia could see nothing as they came in. A quick trade from the teammate, though. That's all they get for now. C9 an easy plant and a setup here. The speed they've been hitting the sites, I think, is what MIBR is trying to stop, but it just is not happening.
And the Astro Wall maybe could give an opportunity for Shinam to
Oh
even
my
play
God,
behind
Zaba,
the
chill.
wall if they want to start using it, but the block has been taken down on that spike. Not too sure if that's going to be the play. Well, there he goes. It starts.
They don't clear that at all?
Hardly a place anybody plays, but
Traded?
Zepa's still there for one.
Flank is
They know
spotted.
the op is there for Ospas, so they're just going to play behind walls here.
They kill Vic.
Make a quick trade.
They hear Aspas running out. Where's the
Ospas
planted?
forced to come out now. Forced
In
to
the back.
walk around here and help Shenum, but they are getting routed right now. Vic is about to have
No
the back
time.
shot.
No time.
my
Oh, what a
gosh.
smoke
They're
CP
dancing
play.
around each other. Vic's
Wait, that
gonna
was
go out,
actually
sacrifice
sick.
himself
If there
for
was
the play.
time, Vic could have
Ospas
killed
gets out with
him.
the op, though. But another
Nice play
round
by
for
Vic.
C9. They do lose everyone, but it's still another round.
That was still a nice play, though, by Cloud9. They just stayed within the site. They didn't necessarily overextend.
10-2 comeback so far. It's 10-7.
They just played towards the Ivy where there was no pressure coming back from MIBR at the very beginning. So many of them were funneled towards that top because they wanted to protect the VIP, being Ospas with the operator. But as soon as they fall, when they couldn't win that first fight, when
From 10 to
dropped down, then it's so hard for you to retake.
Good one,
with an
Tatter.
operator on a
Who's been
2v2.
good one.
You just keep net alive
I
towards the
recognize
Ivy.
you, bro. I
He
recognize
throws
you.
a suck, there's no diffuse, and that's it. Trap play attempt, maybe aggression.
They're trying to push out. You can see right there in mid, yeah, from MIBR. Looking to capitalize on something. They've dropped the op to Shenum here when Ospas
Nah, that
the
has to be
blade
timed
sword, so
out.
they're
This guy's
keen to
out of
see
his
the
fucking
choice there.
mind.
He has been fragging. Let's see what he can do with the sniper.
This is Eco? Yeah.
They kind of bite into this. Oxy's going to get one.
They have an op and knives.
These blades for Ospas are going to strike true. You better believe that. And he already gets one. They don't want to figure out what else is mid, though.
And it could allow Ospas to pick up a weapon as C9 gives up that space. So that's a Phantom now picked up. And the operator is still locking down towards that B site while you have stars. So they have stall for MIBR as
Here
well.
we go.
Great control with Ospas
Ooh,
moving
I like
up.
that
They know
smoke.
this hit's going to be here. Quick Hunter's Fury. Just misses to the side. It's a bit of a flank as they trade kills across the map here. Mitch is going to be able to plant the 3v3 now. Slowly stopping. They don't feel safe in this situation, and that always feels weird. They know the spike's going down backside. They don't know about Ospas yet. No! Yeah. Right on.
Wait, what happened? What just
That
happened?
was in a pistol round, but it's okay.
Noswer kills net off the drop. Still
That's no suck as well here.
Oh my god.
Just a sheriff for Noswer. Jump peek, patience. Perfect pull in here. Great high-low to play. Almost is able to capitalize on the 1v1s, but Vic comes up with the last frag again to get around for C9.
And you could definitely feel the suspense going through in that one. In those moments where MIBR only have pistols and sheriffs to work with, they still have great firepower. You look at these regions, in Brazil, in Turkey, they have tremendous firepower coming out from these regions as well. Which is why, oh, that's unfortunate. Which is why, though, you're looking on that end, you have to credit teams like MIBR finding and trying to bring up tier 2 players into their main comps, into their main rosters. But as we continued to praise earlier on MIBR's performances on their attack side,
20 and 9
this
right
has
now.
all been flawless by Cloud9 so far on their attack side.
Quick cross the map check here from Vic.
Oh, Oxy has good timing.
But look at
they don't know,
Oxy.
I don't think.
He is inserted way deep into mid.
I don't think they know.
Nobody knows.
Some of them might be aware.
Rotates to potentially in spawn.
Nope.
He's going to be able to stop all
His
of that.
flank is so good. Oh my god.
On the top of tower, spikes down for now.
Corteza getting Q is insane. Oh, it's KO res though.
And they capitalize on the side here.
That sucks.
Man, Oxy is so
good play by
far
Oxy.
through, they have to wonder how far
the save, 4v2 save. Aspas has an op.
Get back to the site without seeing him.
Oh my god.
That's Oxy giving a little bit of a taste of MIBR's own medicine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as he's the one pushing out towards middle that usually the lurker as a sentinel, as Cortezia did. But him with a dash, able to get even more space towards that spawn and catching players off guard. It doesn't give a chance for Ospas to get value out of that operator. So Early round, going into towards the end, C9 did a great job avoiding the operator from Osmos, who has been hot. You mentioned it before.
Here's a picture of Nabi during the comeback.
Feeling very good here, and they do a good job to do it too. I mean, you take Oxy and you slow walk him up mid. I think
I would turn my
MIBR's
camera,
been
but I
alerted
can't.
the whole time to a sight hit being Oxy dashing in. So like, oh no, he hasn't dashed in
That
here.
boy's
oh, no,
passed
he's mid.
out.
So very big change
Yeah,
up
that
here
boy
from the
passed
way
out.
C9 approached the round to possibly avoid that off. Not
He does
show
not
a
care
strong
about this
hit,
game.
but be silent until they were ready to attack, and that was Oxy's move through mid. So neat stuff as they switch up the strategy this late in the game.
Do they have another
Yeah,
pause? I
a little
wonder.
bit of a wrench in the wheels for sure.
And Nabi
You
Cam will
think
go hard.
As an IGL coming out from a timeout a little while ago, that you're starting to understand or read a little bit more
Yeah.
of how C9's executing here in these rounds, but then suddenly
It's pause, second
you have
pause.
that boom, push up towards middle here from Oxy. So now the second timeout from MIBR.
Interesting, and C9 was able to capitalize on one of these as well last time. So Emmy using this time very effectively to get through into what the team needs to do.
I think from this timeout, it's just trying to see how for Osmos they could really leverage the operator. As yes, you're having him here towards these extremities from the very beginning, except for that round where he actually gave the operator to somebody else so he could play the blades for him.
To Shenum, yep.
And that C9 doing a good job avoiding these extremities and focusing potentially a little bit more onto not necessarily mid control, but at least inserting players in that spot.
Anyone in chat like Ace Attorney? I don't know what that is, but hey, Severance is the new show that everyone's talking about, no?
In these occasions, to try to thwart here C9's setup.
Yeah, and when we get back into game, I mean, just look at that scoreboard across the top there. Cloud9 on the second half has just been punishing towards MIBR.
It's season 2.
Something that we see
I didn't watch season
on
1.
Abyss as well, right? When especially when
I
we
wouldn't
go
understand.
towards
Severance
these
not gonna lie.
default
Nah,
comps,
don't say that. That means I gotta watch with somebody. Anyone trying to watch together and explain it to me? I do be yapping when I watch it. I'm not gonna lie.
The Astra, but with these
I'm just trying to make sure everyone's on the same page. Like that motherfucker just died because this happened, right?
They've actually been quite clean as well.
Ooh, the push.
Bro thinks watching the show is a watch party.
Okay.
Ah, the laser! Oh, I thought he killed him for a second.
Still got a kill though, at least with the Hunter's Fury.
Yes.
So off the timeout was actually just to play around the operator and the Hunter's Fury while they have, you know, whatever buy.
These things that give you a positive reaction, you politician? What? I just tell you guys anything I know or hear about.
0 point, locking in pretty well there for the side of MIBR to let them know they are at the right site. They're watching the right, but here actually comes the paranoia. Oxy gets taken down by the fragment grenade.
That was from back A, so they read that as well.
Astra.
In terms of the hit that Cloud9's trying to do. A pop flash play into A heaven rather again. Gets thwarted, and that's a nice cam. So all these adjustments off the timeout, that was probably a lot of information being said here by Front in the very beginning, but well downloaded by MIBR.
Oh, W lurk smoke?
And MIBR have chosen to kind of give up this mid area again, but use util to re-clear it. They're happy to guard the sites with the members they have and let mid be taken as long as they can still get an idea of what's there.
30 seconds left.
Won't come into play anymore. Net was pushed up quite far, but now back on the flank is
this gap is bad.
Looks to get into this B
nice
site.
shots.
Beautiful shots by Shenum.
Down B.
Almost another one as he identifies Nat, just looking over, and it's
W pause from MIBR. They won the round.
Top of tower, taking down Nat, and a nice round by MIBR as they kind of get a timeout back into resetting the team.
And that's how you get value off the operator from Ospas. How do you get the best out of it? Just pushing him forward to support through the Hunter's Fury.
Yeah.
Despite him,
how did that
getting
work?
blocked by a beam, it's still allowed here and funneled the players over into all the rest of the util that MIBR has set up. So it looks like they have found.
I already have food.
Took a bit of rounds
I just don't know when I'm gonna eat it.
It took what, 7 rounds in a row coming out from C9 for him to realize how they could actually counter these this Cloud9 play.
Man, they are just in love with heads here today.
What was that peak? We have replay. What did he do right there? He updrafted on the box and got a kill? I never seen that.
So
it was a new jet pick.
Went down first to last time as well. So they can't really use
that was a new
the
jet pick.
Identification here. They have to make sure Zeppa's in place for when they hit it. But it is a bit of rinse and repeat here as Net goes for the push again.
That's it. And instead of a camera this time around, it's a trip. So now they
that
still
barrier
have
goes
massive
down.
information.
Exactly.
They want to give up this middle, so when I
that.
thought in a timeout they wanted to fight middle more, it's more reactionary. So the trip breaks, they pull out the L drone, they see a little bit of information here and there, but there's still a minute left on the clock. Still a lot of map in Valorant to be played this round.
I feel like C9 is playing, if
Oxy?
you do good over there, we'll go that way. They're so spread out right now. Obviously they have a plan, but a lot of 1v1s can be created in this situation. They're trying to catch MIBR off guard, but credit to MIBR.
Timing.
Playing really smart.
Oh my god, the timing is terrible.
And that's the thing, that hat's gonna get a lot of info too. Vic gets two.
He's on Pie Watch, now he's 12 and 14.
Really quick snap there to make sure he gets two. The rest of the team says we are all over
like
the
9 and
site.
1 this
Every
half.
entry is Cloud9's.
That's big, 3v3.
But it is a 3v3, and Vic is hurt.
I was just about to mention too with, yes, they're trying to avoid the operator,
the flank.
but with the position that they had for Cloud9, it was so difficult for MIBR to rotate across.
Big kill. This retake is so hard now, right?
They're clearing everything.
Yeah, they still try to push
There's an op on, it might be a save, I don't know.
Head to hero play.
Oh, he got
Gives
his
a chance
gun?
now for Cloud9 to play the pulse plant.
Give me
He's gonna push
orbs,
up,
says
right?
Ospas.
4 stars in the front of B.
Yeah.
Just everything's unloaded in the front.
Oh, and the paranoia. Can't find
Good
anything.
paranoia.
Nice over their shoulders.
Nice
Oxy's
shots,
just trying to
Oxy.
sell him something here. A
Oh
triple kill for
shit,
Oxy as
how's
they
money?
pick up
MIBR's money's good
another
actually.
round.
I think they can
They're
afford an
within
op
one
again.
of tying the game now.
It was important. I mean, this is a what?
Made in
second
bathroom,
time that
insane
they
trash.
have
That's what they usually say to me.
attempt to fight back
They
in
usually
front
say the
of
same
B,
thing to
plays
me.
Astro
Bait in
Stars
bathroom.
into front,
Made in
where they're
bathroom
just,
is
yes, unloading
fucked.
a lot of things, but none of the players from Cloud9 are actually playing there. Out in the window, further back towards the spawn. This should have been something too that they could have identified before from Net. He loves to play so far back in these moments where he's going to be the last man standing, or
There you
potentially
go.
the silver lining, the life vest here for C9
Turn
in these
up.
moments where maybe they lose all these players in the process of the retake.
This is the last buy for
Cloud9
MIBR.
now, they've closed the gap, narrowed the
They're
gap
going
down
B.
by 1 round against MIBR.
Oxy's name is
Their round now
Francis, yeah.
has to play the early
That boy
info game.
Francis.
Already the owl drone was burnt out while they have Ospas inserted. They saw nothing, so it's a good read.
Yeah.
I call him
At least
Frank
that they
because we're
know the hit
cool.
from Cloud9 is towards B.
It's a nickname for
Full
Francis.
retake positioning for MIBR. Let's see how adjusted C9 can get to site here.
Huh.
Ospas waiting to come around with the operator until they get that spike
I'm just kidding,
confirmation.
he doesn't know me.
Believe that a first hit is a real hit from Cloud9.
You won't dare do this. You wouldn't dare!
Smart scene as they get a quick trade back. Null command still there. Around in sight though for now. Spike has not been planted yet.
Oh
and
no,
it's not even
Ash.
towards sight.
He's down and can get
Oxy
info,
with a
but
kill.
Oxy somehow still gets the kill.
Still trying to battle back and forth here. Spike is dropped. It's just going to be for the frags, it seems, this round.
Was Upper
Ospas
shooting
is
that guy the
going to
whole
be going
time?
around, and he might just get an idea of where Net
Oh
is
my god,
before Net
Astra.
knows.
If anything, though,
Astra.
if he moves towards that
Oh,
window,
he's
he'll
gonna
never
flank
see
his
the
team
spike, so
unless.
this could be an
Oh,
opportunity.
Aspas heard him.
Always.
Oh god, this is cooked.
Wait.
It's over.
Free kill. It's a free kill.
Unless he whiffs, he would never.
Easy. Yeah. There's too much movement for MIBR. Beautiful job to get
Oh,
around the
how do you
map,
deal with the
knowing they
upper?
have this time.
15
but Nasr
seconds.
going down makes things a bit trickier here.
Omenos!
A quick push to the back, 13 seconds on the round. All they have to do is live on the side of MIBR.
Oh.
The suck now, it's a concuss instead, but he's able to stick it.
Shenum coming around, it should be enough, and he cannot stay alive.
Nice try.
Shenum with another one of the round-ending frags to get MIBR on game point.
What a nice attempt, though, by Vic to TP to grab that spike.
Yeah.
But overall for MIBR, I was questioning a little bit what Artezine was doing with the null command and not playing, the flood retake with that null command. But it turned up to be
Timeout
actually quite good,
Cloud9?
because in those moments where they were playing on the defensive side or on the post plant side, when C9 was trying to flood back,
Why didn't he
what was
TP to the other
important?
side?
The KO
I
flash that
appreciate
throws
the
up at
chatters
this very
saying
spot
that he didn't
right
have
here,
bomb, he
where
TP'd for the
Oxy gets
bomb.
to pick onto
I
Cortezia.
appreciate you guys
So getting that
explaining it
null command
nicely.
up doesn't allow here for C9 to counter back.
It's W
on
chatters,
so you
W
can actually come in
community.
and take the advantage and get the trade and allow Ospas to get the lurk from behind. So I like it towards the end. Because Ospas looked like he was way too far to be able to play that retake no matter what.
Patience was wild. And then you're like, oh wait, he's here, okay.
Yep.
Just at the right time, and it seems like that's when MIBR has really been able to fix. Honestly, they've been taking so many punches this round, so it comes up in round 20 when they can find one, and then 22. This was almost C9 making a full sweep on the second half of the map. And yeah, those last few timeouts coming in from MIBR have very much paid off. 3 seconds till we out of this one from Emmy, and he's gonna try to get the team sorted. We've seen a lot of A hits, and then B
Y'all
hits.
fuck with Jolly B?
C9 have just recently started working mid. We'll see if they keep pressuring that.
Yeah, at least to start, you see behind the barrier, potentially just trying to maximize Oxy in the mid spot. And for MBR,
who asked?
nothing's
Focus
really
on the
changed.
game. 12-10.
Potentially see the setup for the pop flash so that Aspas could once again take that line.
It's Oxy versus
What's really
Aspas.
going to stop him in his tracks is potentially just a knife out from Mitch and allow for them to get early information. Unless he wants to avoid it in the very beginning, and he'll do so. Now starts walking up.
I never had Jolly B. Uh-oh.
Seeing one, still wants the
Oh,
shot.
he
Nice
saw him, he
pop
saw him, he
flash
saw
from the
him.
back of sight there from
Exactly.
Arzine, but it only catches Net to jump out of the way.
It's a battle of attrition. Both KOs through
Oh
a
my
knife.
God.
Aspas still maintains that line. Yes,
Oh
he
my
doesn't
God.
have dash anymore, but actually looks like they're deciding to give it up because he hear the owl drone towards middle.
The beefsteak is so good.
Oxy's still going to move up with that, knowing it was shot
Spicy
from the
chicken
right side.
Jolly
The smoke
B?
coverage is fantastic.
Are you guys overhyping
here.
it? I
This
think you guys are
trip is no
overhyping it,
longer
no?
on. They've pinged in. That's going to be
They
the
told me
drone, though.
Raising Canes was good. Raising
Just
Canes
in
is fucking
time
ass.
MIBR to stop a track.
No, I only had it once, ever.
Oxy's just gonna keep holding that line, but lose Mitch in the process.
What a look, what a shot. And Aspas shuts down Oxy. A 5v3
No way bro said
now
that?
as
I just
Cloud9
offended a
is
lot of
wondering
people?
where they can
Hey,
end here
really?
without their sight hit.
I only had it once, but
Thankfully, it's still 2 controllers up for Cloud9. They could smoke up everything.
I
and
don't
try to
know. I
work
don't
as
remember
a
it
group.
being that
Paranoia is
good.
still available as well.
like I was not impressed.
Straight out of the smoke without too much util. It's what they have to do at this point.
GG.
Jump forward with the shorty as Vic is just taken down to 46.
Maybe I'll
The
try it
rest
again
for
then, huh?
Aspas is up. And that
GG.
is the map for MIBR. We're going to be
We're so
seeing
fat. We're
come up
talking about
between
food
these
here
two
in the
teams.
middle of
The
a
elimination match is going all 3.
What
middle
a
of a
good
match.
second map
We
coming
deserve
out
a
from
map 3, right?
MIBR. And for MIBR to
Cursor?
spawn
Default
He's
hit
off
here, so
onto
they're
his
just going to
day.
go ahead, power in numbers. But there is some high
Oh, we're on
secret
Pearl.
right now. Great kills from Oxy and Nat.
Oh.
Unexpected. MIBR thought they had a clear sight in that moment. They take
Oh
to
no,
breathe
KO
as the
versus
moment that
KJ?
C9 takes
Low
to
key
fight back.
competitive?
Now you have no choice but to potentially stay inside the site or to go for hero plays,
Yeah.
rather. Artazine and Shen on the last 2 remaining. I mean, yes, you've made it through this trip, but it might be too late unless you're able to get behind them.
Oh,
Wait, RC might have made a play, but
squeeze. Oh, shoot the back. Oh,
Good
he's
molly,
falling.
he's gonna
Beautiful
die.
Fragment. That's going to drop the health of a few and
Astra
Net
suck?
alone. They
Wait,
still
what?
Get a shot. Well, MIBR is playing this so
It's not
masterfully
half.
right now, but they have to get in the smoke. They have to see if it's getting diffused. Could it be Oxy? No, it can't. It could be Shannon once again. The final kill of the round will go to Vic. These 2 players always alive at the end
Oh,
of the
that
round
wasn't
and
even
showing
close.
us some awesome
I
stuff.
mean, it was
Yeah,
close,
and
but I
gotta
thought the
say,
defusal was
it looked
closer.
like they had an open side, yes, but it did throw a null command for MIBR
Cursor?
to spawn
My
a
bad,
player
fuck.
playing inside dugout. I
That keeps
almost think
happening.
it actually did catch Net towards that back. But for them to decide to do this, to pop flash, to
Yeah.
fight back towards that spawn, was an interesting one because from the get-go, there was no delays coming through from Cloud9, so you have to expect they're playing
Cursor?
for a flank
I hardly
retake.
know her.
They probably did expect here that it was going to be a double flank, so
Huh?
props to Cloud9 to play so far back.
Let's go, baby! Yes!
Oh.
Pistol round hype for
Oh,
Oxy.
shit.
You're loving it.
Usually his volume's like 0 to 100, but that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that was tame. That was tame.
They're tame. They're tempering the
Yippee.
play. They're tempering the
Yippee,
ego.
yeah.
He's got a long game to go. He's got more yelling to do, apparently. We'll see if they hit this hard towards A. The lurk here, though, from Shen could be a big factor. Whoa, that was a shoulder. Yeah, I think Vic just caught that. Quick kill goes to
They have
Aspas,
sight.
so they're going to have a hard time getting into sight, but they're still encroaching, trying to find the back of somebody from C9.
Good read on the push. Nice shot.
Okay, everybody's isolated for 1v1s, but Cortezia does a good job against Mitch. Rifle's a little bit too far away for him to pick up, but at least to get the plant for MIBR.
Uh-oh.
Vic with a quick check, giving the team the rest of the time to come from secret, come from that garden area. Try to file into the site. High-low as they play it and just quickly overwhelm the site as you would expect with these weapons. Oxy on that outlaw from B comes into play. And
What
he'll
does this
start
guy say? I gotta
actually
translate
getting
this.
some
Hold on.
orbs up. That's going to be a dimensional drift for him.
Very early as well.
Yeah.
And that could bring a lot of value because you look at C9's investment, it was still a lot being put here. A judge, couple of bulldogs, an outlaw, and those bulldogs could actually be quite good for Cloud9.
I have
in
no
the
idea
retake
what the fuck
scenarios,
he
especially
said.
when Oxy, well, actually, he's
What the other
He's
guy
dropping away
say?
from the outlaw so he can play the judge in those moments.
Oh yeah, he wants to get out and do something funky here. I think Yoru, I mean, Zeppa and other maps would stay with Oxy.
No,
We
what
kind of
this
talked
guy
about that,
say?
their fracture game and whatnot. But a Yoru, you still have to be left up your own devices. So it looks like they're still going to allow him to do that. He goes back.
Fuck, it's untranslatable.
A little measured. A little
it's not
measured.
to English.
It makes sense. He left a TP back towards that spawn.
Right.
You need to leverage your duelist here
Oh,
to have
fuck,
this
I'm stupid.
get out of jail free card.
Fuck.
If you're able to get a pick or miss and get out of there to safety. And I wouldn't be surprised later on if you go for the juggle so that they could play the dimensional drift retake.
Actually pushed all the way to A. You saw him took that gate crash back. So now they're at B, ready for the hit. But Aspas creeping around the back. They know they have gotten all the way into sight now. So C9's rotating over, but great positioning by MABR here on the bonus round.
Here comes all these trades.
Nah,
Oxy's
I actually
back
hate
with the
y'all
judge.
for that.
He's gonna be able to find
Bro, you
information,
guys should have
moving
my back
for the
through
rest of the
fucking
team,
thick
but
and
they're
thin.
all isolated
Like
back
through the
towards
thick of it
spawn.
type shit. The best.
Blind and find, here we go. Oxy trying to get in, does have that judge once again after they kind of flipped the site, so they're trading weapons back and forth. Vic to take down
From the
Armsy
pen
here.
to the ring, no?
Oxy in a smoke. He's trying to break crosshairs, cannot find anyone just yet, as somehow MIB are still hiding in these
Ew.
moments as Nat does search out Cortesia. Salvo back and a bit of a break in the fight here as Cloud9 just figure out where their targets are. Tarik should be able to get this. Wait a minute, a few more shots here. Vic does get the defuse. Shadow's
shot,
not able to
question
get
mark,
that shot
XD?
on him. Quick back and forth there, but even with a sliver of health, Cloud9 are able to grab that round.
Yeah, going into that one, looks like
Oh
it was a
my.
regen shield too for Vic on that defuse. A lot of chaos has been put into Cloud9, but yes, you were talking about the dimensional
turn my
drift
cam
out
off?
from
Yeah.
Oxy, and it looked
My
like
bad,
they
you're
weren't
right.
really trying to get frags around there. There was such good stall coming out from MIBR on the post plan, but towards the end, finally, when all of that util is gone and everything settles down, at least for the initial concuss or stalls they could do with their util, you have the power of numbers.
Big bonus for
Cloud9 that
Cloud9.
really had
Can we focus on the match?
winning duels
Can
on
we
top of
please
that. You
focus on
didn't
the
have to
match?
trade too much.
Brother, elimination
Didn't give a
map
chance for
3.
Shinam to get that. And it was like 3 of them.
Not that I don't care, bro.
Just going with the
Yeah.
vibes.
I mean, that
You're
should have
setting
been
the
MIBR's
vibes.
round 2. You can even see Emmy knew it.
Who the fuck
at
am I
the
talking
end
to
there
right
with
now?
Coach Cam. A little bit of space take towards A, but no action just yet.
And hero rifle for Aspas around the Stingers. And Aspas is once again going to be the one trying to entry towards that site. Thankfully, they have a cosmic divide
Joe,
to
focus.
just split the front of that site to work together.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, the spam through. They weren't expecting that from Secret. A trade back though, as Aspas does.
Aspas not done with this game yet?
Kill. They can play this slow.
Big kill here,
Armageddon's
whoever
there for
wins.
Mitch. The Tejo
Is that a
ultimate is
judge?
ready.
It is a judge. Good patience,
just
but I
unlucky.
think Venom's dead.
Maybe a small mistake on the cosmic divider. Free kill through the wall.
I mean, that's tragic, really.
Got caught.
That is
Blocked off
truly
Aspas after
tragic.
his kill. They're kind of identifying a few of the
Holy
members here.
fuck.
Stars are still on the spike. C9 need to work quick here and start to create a lot of options that MIBR
Oh
can
my
get a hold
God.
of. But no, they're
How
ready for
have
everything
they
and
done
anything.
this?
Cortesia with the last one, and it's going to be a round for MIBR.
Aspas just continuing to break crosshair placement as he's just dashing around and just keeping the store duelist of Cloud9 focused on him so the rest of the team could just play a cleaner post plan
Get
just
a
to spray out
Aspas?
towards the A main. But I gotta say that small mistake from that wall could have been very, very costly for MIBR. It would have been one of those scenarios where C9 could potentially walk away with another 5-0,
Wow.
another 6-0. This is not the start that you want here in the elimination match for MIBR when you lose.
He does not care.
Thankfully, they stopped the bleeding quite early.
Big push.
What the
This
fuck?
fully, this blind is there, and Aspas can't see a damn
Is the
thing.
Fox
as
supposed to
Vic's
get the
able
other
that
team?
frag in their favor for first blood of our 5th round.
And that's the Prowler just falling behind that to actually get
Did
that
they flash?
onto Aspas. The
Someone
drone
said you're
behind
right, he
as
doesn't
well.
care.
Just again, talking about this double initiator util is so good for Cloud9, but I talked about it on the attack side, not on how good it's been on
Did he
the
get seam
defensive
flashed?
side to help out here.
Big lurk by
Cloud9 take
Corteza.
advantage of the orb and also denied from Nosware.
Oh, he's through. No, he's not.
Slowly trying to get themselves behind enemy lines. This is big from
Oh.
Cortesia. We've seen this multiple times across our maps.
Wow.
Huge. And now he's causing problems for C9. This gives the rest of MIBR time to move around the map safely.
He left.
Putting a lot of responsibility onto
Planning.
Zeppa just to watch that 1v1 so that Oxy can move back and support towards the gout in front of A. But everything's done well enough here by Cortezia to allow MIBR to move in for a plant.
Rated.
Once again, play.
Another one.
Potentially here, another clean post plant.
Another one. Nice.
Cypher
Cypher ult 2v2. They have Silva ult though.
Yeah, 2v2.
And they have Suck.
See if they can get in the stars. They're going to be so troublesome here. Hunter's Fury hasn't even used the Astra Stars yet. Very well played. The layers to the post plan are making this so tough for C9.
What?
But Oxy just gets a swinging headshot onto Nazar. They're going to head back to side of
Yes,
Shenum.
Suck. It's too hard to win.
Do everything he can here.
Wait, it's stunned.
Quick concuss, quick shot, but he doesn't get that frag.
Oh, I didn't have it. Nice try.
He's got Oxy
He doesn't
on
have
the
Suck yet,
ropes,
stunned.
and Shenum gets another clutch in the series.
And interesting
That
enough,
Oxy
too,
kill
that
was
they
nice, though.
utilized the Hunter's Fury to start things off, but it makes sense because when they play that 2v2, especially with the neural theft thrown by net, you have to. They already knew you were kind of split up. So if you're already going to go for the Suck first, then you already have two players potentially on the defensive side just trying to push down towards the main. So you kick things off here with the Hunter's Fury.
Hold on, might be a good game here.
And then you use
Fuck,
that
I hate these
Raswell,
pauses,
so you can
bro.
play a little bit more slowly towards that arc push
Was
that
just
you're
trying
trying
to
to
get
do
into
here
it.
for Shenum. So turns out quite well. Heads up play for MIBR. And already in an early timeout for Cloud9, Imi wants to make sure here that they don't run through the same type of shenanigans as they did on Lotus, where they're going to run away with it, then it's tied up, and then when it comes down to those pressured moments, you know that Cloud9, they're always like one map, one series away from qualifying into an international. So they want to make sure that they don't falter that early at kickoff.
Great clutches so far. Red Bull clutch from Shenum, another one on the series, is preventing Cloud9 from doing a few of these things. I think so far we've seen in the games they have a lead they can close. That would plague them as well in these lower long runs if they do make it. You'd be like, man, they're in such great form.
Tarik, chill about just the mid-game order food.
Like,
Nah, it's starting to turn up. Tarik, the day you stop glazing others and glaze yourself is the day you'll be good.
That error back out of C9, if it's even there. I mean, what does this roster provide for them, right? Maybe it's not even a problem with the veteran status they have here working.
I just say it how I see it, bro. If I'm playing like shit, I can't fucking back down or say I'm not playing like shit.
In round 6, they're gonna have weapons. They're gonna look to take this back in their control.
I'm actually trying to push up towards B to start for Cloud9 in this aggression. I mean, it is an eco round that you have here. Recon, Al Jones started early off on the attack side for Noswer, already pushed away.
Is that ego? Yeah.
Know the tail's playing close, but know how many players behind Zeppa, or sorry, behind Mitch is actually there for Cloud9.
Off angle?
They'll get that in
Not really though.
Because
gets
the
cleared.
will show up on the scoreboard. They know that
I
Loxy
think.
picked it up and that he TP'd away.
Oof, timing.
For the rest for MIBR, they are playing the anti-eco. It's going to be a lot easier for them to just win these duels, especially when they're playing.
MIBR is on a warm up. This is going to be a close game.
You always have to against C9, right? I mean, you always have somewhat of an anti-eco, but against C9, for some reason, no matter the squad, their ecos are always so strong.
C9, EG.
What are you guys talking about in the chat? Everyone kick W, clear the chat.
Crazy. Yep. Crazy how these teams can organize such good low levels or low buy strats here to make it work. Already a frag though. They take down net, so they don't have to worry too much about a lurk. And they should be able to get this retake onto C9 as they hit B.
Especially when they heard the TP earlier on there by Oxy, and they probably waited that extra 20 seconds so that if there was another one, it was already gone. So now they have
Mitch, what do you got?
For MIBR, a 4 versus 2, but you talked about the Sheris, it's good for 1.
Cartazine.
3v4?
Back though, they don't have to worry about Mitch
Should be
too much
fine.
no more with the salvos coming in. So set up by 4, Cortezia probably get his util to stick now.
Who goes to the Super Bowl? I am cheering for the Buffalo Bills.
From C9 and most likely a cleanup. So
I have no idea
great job
about
by
the rest of
MIBR.
them.
They're not pushing themselves too thin. His shots come in. It should just be a cleanup. And I think they're dealing well with Cloud9, always trying to make MIBR sweat at the beginning of the round, right? We had that little push towards C. C-Long didn't do much, but they're always giving MIBR something to think about before they can
This
run
guy
this shot.
asked if I take creatine. The other guy replied to him and said that everyone does, dumbass.
Kind of just ran
L
into the
chatter.
crosshair of Artazine, who gets the pick instead of trying to die the spike and not give these pips away. Because Artazine, after that kill, he has null command. I wonder, you know, with the fact that
I do take creatine though, yeah.
Cortezia
I take creatine. I swear by creatine, bro. That should make me look jacked as fuck.
It should nullify the lockdown, right? But maybe that's the reason why MIBR adds that extra layer of Artazine with a null command, with a 0 point, to maybe try to find where Mitch could be playing so they could get the best value out of this lockdown. It starts here as a 5-player death ball towards the A site.
All right, big fight him in.
And looking great for MIBR. Since the gun rounds, they've had control, but
Oh my
now
God.
they have a lot of salvo in their face.
They
have
love
to
running through this
deal with.
rocket. They lost so much
Nosworth that makes
damage
it past.
or health.
Oxy has another dimensional drift already, so if C9 feels like
What brand
lost
of
control
creatine do I
around, they
take?
can
It's called
regain it
Thorn.
back with
I don't know if
that
it's the
vision.
best,
And it's a
but
great
that's what I
start because the
use.
salvo's already gone, so you can already pull out the lockdown. Nothing's going to stop it at this point. And now MIBR could choose to play the fake or play the pinch.
They can't KJ ults, right?
huge point.
Just Tejo breaks it.
And it's not going to be
Unless
ready
the rockets
for
are down.
At least another 10,
Oh, the
15
rockets
seconds.
are down.
They're going to get through this
Wait.
lockdown very nicely.
It's actually
Quick
good they
prowler
used it
is gonna
early.
alert them. A very,
There's
very
bad-
close Zeppa,
Oh
and that's
my
going to go
God.
down. Ospas and Shannon, beautiful teamwork as they pick their teammate back up.
It's actually
Artisan
good they
back in the
KJ
mix.
ulted early
Just
because
so
the rockets were
simple.
down.
Going with the null command, make
3v5?
yourself out, being selfless. You could instantly trade
Gap?
res up while you still have
Good
the null
gap or
command.
no?
And also you created
Uh-oh.
that space already from the lockdown. So front
I think
side
the
should
gap
be
was
good. It is.
good. I think it was, but I don't know.
Quick plant.
You heard the updraft.
Just letting the util waste away before C9 gets
2v5.
their positioning back here.
Very
this
hard.
is a tough task right here. Ospas even playing the height of the box over towards Art. He gets hit pretty good.
Do we
Gonna
Astro
require
all
the
this
rest
or
of the team
not?
to come in here.
No, we're saving.
I mean, look at Vic's HP after that.
It is low.
5 HP remaining. They hear the rotates back. Artisan's just going to try to hunt them down. But yeah, it looks really good here for MIBR again, just working in the driver's seat. When we looked at the vanilla comp, this should be C9 basically able to dissect this map in their favor. But MIBR are doing a great job sticking to the basics of what are the advantages of this composition, what they could do. Again, we talked about these pop flashes for Ospas. Ospas just dashing in and clearing space. And then you're able to play the post plant around Shenum and around Noswer. But that, around the ultra split, was actually quite nice. That usually we don't see that from the default comp.
And ultimately, MIBR, they look to play this comp where they can get those ults in, get themselves into the site, and kind of play it slow. So C9 does waste that utility. They can get through those windows. Seems really neat that they continue to go back and forth and are now doing what C9
elimination map
did on Lotus, is waste
half
C9's
by
util
C9.
and play within the windows. When they
MIBR have a shit ton of cash, not gonna lie. No ults coming up for a while though for them.
Now in a lower buy that you have for Cloud9, net with the Vandal, playing solo towards this B site. And things stay the same for Cloud9 though. You saw from this minimap, just trying to push up towards the
that
same
backside?
Isolate that,
Net?
pick up
Good
a
luck,
door.
bro. He has a Vandal.
Just trying to play the long game. This should technically be a write-off for Cloud9, and you play the long run for the next.
Oh.
I thought Net was stuck and dead to rights, but he actually keeps himself alive and gets a kill. The rest of the team starts to fall, though.
Too hard.
That is only good for one.
Has Tarik ever played Rivals on stream? Just wondering. I've been playing Rivals like not every day, but like every other day or every 2 days. I think we're gold 1 right now or gold 3, one of the other. I think it's 1.
They can use the
we're about to hit
KJ
plat.
on the attack side first. You talk about around the Tejo window, but imagine if they were on defense,
Gold 1.
right? I think they would be looking for the KJ util, salvoing it and whatnot. So they kind of, it's really
yeah,
nice
I think you're right, Shaner. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, it's been a long day, dude.
It's also one of the simple things, though, if you want to look on the other end for Cloud9, is that if that lockdown is ready, maybe it's not those moments to use a salvo.
MIBR looks so good on attack, but horrible on defense. Valid take, not gonna lie.
Be aware of what's going on for your opponents, too, not just trying to draw up or think about what you should do in round 7 because we have this. You have to think about what your opponents have as well.
That's true.
Which is unfortunately was missed, which allowed here MIBR to string these rounds. They have 5 in a row now on their side.
Crazy stuff. Yeah, as soon as they got guns. So what does that tell? Like, are they really that much stronger with weapons here?
Maybe
Poopy get into that bonus round. But MIBR have an answer.
Yeah.
It looks like C.
All right, big round.
One of those.
Not only that, this is also very similar to what Abyss could be. You have these long corridors around long B, around long A, but they weren't really allowed to put an operator in the hands of Oxy on this Yoru yet.
Full retake?
We've been talking about it. Ospas does some crazy things when he's on Pearl, but Vic
I don't like how MIBR played that. I don't like it at all.
Very well.
For starters, they had sight. The lurk was unnecessary. Secondly, why the second lurk comes so soon? Thirdly, I could be completely wrong, but that's my opinion.
From the side of C9.
Push towards spawn, though. Artisan just got spotted by the dimensional drift.
Yeah, he's getting bumped around now. Oxy's basically trying to give him a hug at the moment.
Nice try.
Mitch and Ned are going to
1v5?
follow up with 2 more on that, and Noswer looking down the crosshair. Not going to get much on that one as Vic gets the kill. C9 are able to stop the pressure here, stop that bleeding of MIBR's consecutive rounds.
And with a flawless, they're definitely going to take that for Cloud9, being strong on the retake, but not only on the retake.
Flawless,
also,
dare I say.
It's been, how many rounds have they played against each other so far in this series? They're going to be like, at some point, Cortezia is probably going to be lurking somewhere. And look at that. 2 players just holding up towards that door. Hello, easy kills. Although not only did they take Cortezia, they had 2 players walk through those double doors for MIBR, which does not allow for you to have any type of value in the post plan playing offsite.
Op out on, how do you say his name?
Spikes
Shannon?
drop for this hit. Makes me think they want to run in and
it
out.
was Buzz here.
Hopefully they can run in and out and see a few of those be used erroneously.
They just aim and control a lot.
C9. Well, that is a big ask.
Chinam. Chinam, okay.
Here for MIBR.
For C9, it's 5 players looking to crunch into middle.
5 mid?
Sound the alarm for MIBR to play a little bit more passively, and Cortezia has to be a little bit smart in these moments. Doesn't want to overextend, to at least try, in his point of view, fight a 1v1. Because he was going to be in a world full of hurt if he was going to overswing outside towards middle. So that slows things down. Yeah, spike down, dropped. You're going to play the recon game now. Nasra already grouping up in a buddy system, but not with Osmos, really.
Yeah, I think they might go back, give Nasra the plan if possible. Hunter's Fury. They are all over the map right now, though. Love this play.
Nice
it's
shot.
making C9 move, and there's one on Oxy. A huge first frag. And just inserting people has MIBR taken advantage
Look at that fucking trick.
They have so much map control without really understanding what they want to do with
Big
the
kill
spike
here.
game. Finally, Osmos is going to move
Oh,
back.
fuck.
But a lot of time is going to be wasted.
Oh, fuck.
Net felt like he had to make a play.
Oh, fuck.
So
It's a
he looks
save.
for information towards streets, and that will definitely give the advantage for MIBR
It is a save.
to plant in these moments. And that's unfortunate, Riv, because this has happened before here for Cloud9, where yes, they're at a player disadvantage, but they have too much overextension coming out from net. And then he gets punished, and this should technically be an easy round for MIBR.
This is an attack-sided map.
Everybody's saying towards dugout for C9, so they want to play for the next around these ults.
And MIBR has shown us that they can come back,
Yeah,
they can
a little
figure out
bit.
what's going on, adapt mid-game,
Right?
and come
We
out
said a
with
little bit, I
new
think. We were
strats
talking about
as
that the other
well.
day.
This whole
I think a little bit.
across-the-map default shows so much patience, as from before they were using Ospas to get into sight. Only a few times did they ever really deter from that and have Ospas go alone. So great stuff for MIBR to be able to pull out here in map 3.
And the punishment, too, on a 5 versus 5 to walk up for information. Even I was criticizing Net, but also for Oxy to move up there, thinking that the coast was clear.
Yeah.
That they were trying for MIBR just to play that buddy system, the initiator, around the Ospas jet.
All right, bit of a miss on that one, but they still clean it up.
2 weapons.
I should get my
And
food,
also
no?
The ult here from Mitch is actually quite huge.
Let me get my
the
food.
Armageddon could be very useful.
Pause
They
for me,
haven't had
please.
too many
I'll go on the next
opportunities
pause
to
or the break.
use
I'll
that
go on the
yet,
next break.
Because he's
I'll
held
go on
on
the
to
next
that
break.
for like, what, 3 or 4 rounds so far. So to play the delay or play the retake, really, really good on retaking towards that back of that B side. Kind of like the Hunter's Fury that some teams like to run. Like
What's the
Nasr,
food?
for example.
I literally
with
got 2 plates of
MIBR.
the same thing.
Similar values that you have. So
Last game of the night, yeah. Elimination match, though. It's a big game, really. I'm not giving it the hype it deserves because I'm starting to get tired, but it is a very important match for both teams to stay in it.
knows that this A insert keeps happening, and
Good
Oxy
escape.
wants to fight it with the safe out of gate crash. They do get that good info. Now focusing Artazine here, and they have both shock Hunter's Fury and that null command up.
Astro Wall back.
C9
Good
wants
Astro
to
Wall.
Stay in sight for this fight behind the wall.
I think Artazine got the pick onto Mitch before the wall even came up.
Yeah, it was really quick.
Oh, big
Just
good
on that
ult,
left
wow.
side, you can see the X down and no
Honestly,
one
the
from
Astro Wall
Hunter's
was
Fury
good,
as
but,
well
like,
as
they got
Cloud9
kills
is
still.
absolutely scattered in the A site,
This is
but it's
fucked.
not a commitment from MIBR yet.
At this point, C9 feel like they have
This
to
is
make that hero
fucked.
play, so just playing patient, playing your numbers here for MIBR
This is
is
fucked
good.
for C9. They're
Walking
getting,
into crosshair,
it's falling
the off gets the
apart.
pick up the Zeppa.
I'm not gonna lie,
This
it's
should have
falling
been a
apart
save
for C9
20
bad.
seconds ago for C9.
Ooh, planning just off the crux in that default spot so they don't get spammed from the lower
Starting to get
portion.
tired, LOL,
Four,
sitting and
here
watching
come
game?
The rest of
Bro.
Cloud9, high, low, and just trying to monkey in around the site right now to get that perfect shot.
Oh,
Really nice post plant setup here for the side of
2v3?
MIBR, but they're known. They're found out now, and they have to make a move. Big
Oh.
shots from Cortezia, but it's not going to land. Vic comes up with
2v2?
another one. Shenum and Nasr now at the top of A main as Nasr strikes through
Nice try.
twice, 3 times at that to get the round. 7-4 now for MIBR.
I was about to eat my
That guy's rage baiting, you know?
metaphorical hat at that point when I said it should have been a save 20 seconds
Sorry,
ago.
Archie.
Uh-oh.
When they kind of they left some players deserted here on an island in this post-plant scenario for MIBR. But thankfully, the last 2 players playing that stall is going to be good enough here. But that should have been much cleaner.
That a pie?
That said, the last round
Nah, not
into the
yet.
half still
Early days.
getting rid of
It's having a slow
the
map,
value
yeah.
that Mitch could have with this Armageddon, and
I don't
also
know.
breaking a lot of that econ for Cloud9.
I don't know what's happening, I'll be honest, because like
That's why it should have been a save. Having 3 rifles left behind with the buy that you have here, you would have come out a little bit stronger to potentially narrow that gap.
I don't know. I think I might be playing well, but I couldn't tell you exactly what's happening right
Carbon
now.
copy protocols of what C9's been doing on the defensive side. And MIBR is taking full advantage of it.
A lot of pressure on the map with that spike down as always. Cortezia
I will say MIBR have been getting the first bloods a lot.
Of C9.
That sucks. That's
the
tilting.
jumps are so confident behind each other. It just looks like they're having fun right now in these final
Triple
rounds of the
flank?
first half,
Oh,
map
God.
3.
Yeah, and Artazine is not going to hear the rotate yet.
Y'all were calling them a
There's
top
still
5
one
team like
player
an hour
anchoring to
ago?
watch
Not y'all.
flank
That
and
was
shit
me,
up
and I
again
was wrong, I
with
guess.
the op.
Quick shot.
Nice
Shenum
try.
with the pull, but it was going to be Oxy and the rest of the team already making it past the timing in their favor. But
flank.
here, timing
cooked.
from Artazine.
It's
Oh,
cooked.
the first shots are on the jump.
It's so
We've all been
cooked.
there, but Nasr was able to answer the
Wasn't
column.
C9
Is
up like
held
3-0?
strong,
They got
and
ecoed.
Nasr gets the
It was
last
3-0,
2
they got
frags
ecoed.
for an 8-4 first
That's
half
bad
run
news.
Pearl
It's
from
bad news. I'm
MIBR.
not going
Let's
to. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
to pull this upset against Cloud9, must I say.
Yeah, an upset indeed. Going into sight, smokes are down, salvos in, and the
fuck. A4
Arsenal
chill.
gives
Lock
a
in,
little
team.
breathing room here.
Lock in, team.
Cloud9. We wondered if this Tejo would be stronger on their attack side as they start to trade. We do see, it looks like C9 feeling better on this one. Just losing Zeppa. Still a lot to throw at the site. Stop MIBR on the defuse.
So far, so good for Mitch. He's getting kills with the Ghost, but he's stuck towards the back of the site. So we talk about the salvos. When he comes back up here in 13, he might not be able to use them. At least they have the star on the ground for the full
C9!
Mitch with 3. You better expect the Phantom to be purchased by C9 coming in the next round. That's how it works, especially if they win. But the smoke's going to make it tough now.
Good suck.
Getting in a beautiful pull.
Great suck.
Smoke still
Amazing.
giving a bit of cover with half.
Wait!
They just jump in.
Wait!
Oh, no. Damn, this just got real tricky. They left that one up to chance. You never do that. Nasr gets 3, gets the defuse in what looked like a Cloud9 round. MIBR just takes the rug right up from under him.
And you were hoping at least jumping in with the right click would be able to take down the spike diffuser. And just ran it down, and a knife already
No
spotted
fucking
only
way.
one player. They could have double
No
pushed up, but it's
fucking way. No fucking way that just happened.
Clean up there, a classic to follow.
No
as Ospas
way!
aims on that one, resets,
That man
and
lost
takes
in the
down Zeppa for the
game.
4K. Yeesh.
The man just thrown the series. Brother, C9. Someone check Jack. Someone check on Jack.
And man, Shenum delivering Cortezia last match as well.
Oh my god.
Obviously,
Oh
tougher on the
my
killjoy
god.
this time around
Oh
than we
my
expected,
god,
but
brother.
the
That was
team's
a
coming
4v2.
together.
And he's never played with Cortezia, Shinam, or even Artazine in that fact.
Yeah.
They're still getting good results until this time Oxy finally opens up.
Okay.
The player advantage for Cloud9 in their buy, and already starting the bonus round of MIBR in the very beginning.
Artazine hoping people come through with a Bucky there. But C9, I think since they've been so pushed back last map and even these first few rounds, it's going to be a very touch and go. Hit each site, see what's there until they like what they see, much like we saw in Lotus.
And they're okay to keep it calm for Cloud9. You definitely do potentially feel the pressure that Cloud9 currently has in a server, trailing behind by 6. Net didn't really push out too far out and just wanted to watch that angle. And they all stay as a group to make sure that they can guarantee trades. We could find some surprises for him. I mean, look at that. Already an Armageddon on your attack side just to make sure you could get a plat.
Maybe overkill.
Crazy stuff.
But they don't know that.
One too.
It's okay.
Quick default plant. They should wait. Plant gets stopped here. They actually have to figure this out again. They still get the frags they need.
Everyone calm down. Everyone take a deep breath.
It looks scary, but
everyone hands off keyboard.
Side, so not much damage was done. Even Oxy's gonna
hands off keyboard. Take a deep breath.
They're starting to get those alt points out.
Control your breathing. We're freaking the fuck out right now. What's happening?
In the first half too, but can they keep it going?
What's happening right now?
And 5 players
hands off your keyboard. Breathe in.
Okay for them to not
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Hold.
This util,
breathe out. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
Shock darts from
repeat.
So you just want it on C9 side to make sure that you're not going to get caught by any of that util. Give alt orbs over on the side of your opponents. Just play to your strength. You already have 4 players inside the site. You have better weapons. Just clean up. Clean up in all 3 and move on to the next round.
Obsboss is back.
That's true. Posted up this time towards main and gaining the space behind the Owl drone. But that already is a tell. Look at how instantly Zeppa falls back with the rest of his team. They don't need the Fade to do the Prowler behind the pillars because they already have the drone from Mitch.
Now they have the mid control, also Cam there to help from the flank. Are they going to go back?
I think so. They might try to go back to try to grab
They're going back to map
space and potentially even dimensional drift for Oxy.
That is true. He's 1 away. We'll see after we approach this corner how aware they might be that there's the push-up. The drone happened, so you have to think they'd clear this.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe that's why they have Zeppa moving back with them because he's got 2 Prowlers to work with. But now it's just going to be a walk into the crosshair potentially. This is not good.
Oh, God.
They feel like they have map positioning. They throw a smoke down. No, they are ready. The quick dismiss, but they still don't look. They don't check the corner. A quick trade onto Ospas.
It was 1.
It was 1. Dropping the off is going to be big, and there may not be many here, right? Ospas is there. The team's probably across the map, and Oxy's going to figure that out right away.
And that's the good news. He dropped Mitch instead, so you could still grab the orb, get information into dimensional drift, and play the pulse plan for Cloud9.
So huge here how this played out for C9. Can they layer the post plan?
What's happening?
MIBR ready to get in. Not a lot of util there. Just coming from Artisan's KO.
Good pressure.
Oxy's just springing TP away, just keeping them, trying to waste that clock down. And that util still available for Cloud9 on Pulse Plant. Already stuck to halfway, though.
Hello?
Yeah, that's going to be
They
huge.
have to.
Star goes down, but still.
They have to bomb.
Only for the second defuse with Compressor Cloud9. Even more to get out into position. One shows. Oxy takes it down, but Nazor and Shenum come up huge, and MIBR are starting to close down on the Cloud9. Vic again. Can he make it happen? Always asked for.
Oh, my God.
He delivers on time. Even the half defuse isn't enough. Cloud9.
That was such a big clutch. Oh my God. Oh my God. Actual goat clutch by Vic.
Vic coming in huge and staying consistent in these moments. A player that maybe not too many know of, but if you've been following the challenger scene, what he could do, how consistent he could be. And a reason why he's picked up in these moments. Look at him isolate these one-on-ones. Doesn't care about the recon, just wants to make sure, knows that there's going to be a double swing, and still jiggles enough to get that pick.
I might be our pause.
Stays so cool here under that pressure. And that's a lot to ask for the first time Vic plays here on this stage at kickoff.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. What incredible kind of just confidence in these plays, knowing that it's something he's done all the time, and the stage does not seem to be any different for him.
Yep, play from home, play for here. It's all the same thing for Vic.
What a quality to have, honestly. What a pickup for C9. 6-10 here. It looks like it's a bit of a B play.
Still slow, though. Everything got slowed up by a smoke in the very beginning. Right now for Cloud9, I mean, they... happily take it. It's just easy map control once again, and just unfortunate this time here for Ospas. Tried to go for a hero play that got picked off here by Net, so they have to understand here. I mean, it's understandable because for MIBR, they haven't really tried to go for a lot of these mid controls yet.
They haven't, but Net's always been there.
So now they know checkbox, look into the later rounds, what they could do here to potentially fight net in these moments that C9 consistently plays these 4-1s on the attack.
Slow move. You can see Artine, he's like, is everybody gonna crash through R? He seems a bit scared. He tries to take main control. It's not gonna be enough. C9 are throwing everything in the kitchen sink in sight before they even enter right now. And there's one from Artine. Reloads, gets another shell on there, cocks the shotgun again, and it's a 4K. The collateral on the last hit there. Oh my God, pumping up the team with the Bucky. And it's gonna be just Artine. He tries to take main control. It's not going to be enough. C9 are throwing everything in the kitchen sink in sight before they even enter right now. And there's one from Artine. Reloads, gets another shell on there, cocks the shotgun again, and it's a 4K. The collateral on the last hit there. Oh my God, pumping up the team with the Bucky. And it's going to be just one more left net to live in A with the plan.
Silver lining is that he didn't pick up any of these weapons.
Bye-bye. Holy moly. Home defense over there from Arzine with a shotgun. Beautiful job on A site. And he was in such a cluster of utility.
He got a collat. He got a collat with the Bucky.
Didn't shoot the clone. Still came out with the right play. He had so many options. He chose the right one out of all of them.
Oh man, talking about isolating fights just before from Vic this time.
This is stupid. This is stupid. Nah, C9 are fucked, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe it.
The 1v2 from net, pulling out the knife to walk out towards dugout.
Oh my God. I can't believe
to come
it.
through. You never saw the killjoy. You know the killjoy is playing B at this point.
This is catastrophic levels of throw.
That's a huge stop. They just hit on C9's 2 rounds in a row, and now 2 away from winning, Vans. MIBR so close.
And C9 with the
no, I'm gonna cry for them. No, I'm gonna cry for them.
Pretty decent buy. Half shields for both Zeppa and Vic, but the rest of them are full shields.
What's happening, bro?
And continuing that 4-1.
This
time,
is bad.
though, a little bit more activation from
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Great util.
This is bad news.
They're trying to help him, but
it's very hard to break through this now.
Get Aspas out safe, so they've gotten the pressure.
It's too much.
Yeah, that's a small.
Too much mistakes.
You forced out here, an updraft, a dash. And now one smoke towards that spawn. You don't really give an opportunity for Aspas to get a good line.
Well, they're going to peek this right away, hoping the dart would be something. It's not going to get enough there as they get right back into the smokes. Nice use of the layering and util here as we go back for the fight.
Oh my God.
It's actually going to start
my God.
up in the corner. Net tries to get a kill, but Artine runs into his fragment to get the final kill there on Oxy.
Zeppa, come on. Turn up, Zeppa. Turn up. Turn up.
And that's a huge kill from Net. The ult gets information all 4.
Big.
Slow pushes.
3v2. Mitch, get one more.
The trades are making this very tough to get a peek on as they spam through the smoke.
They're off. We know they're off.
See this push now coming from Nazar, trying to figure out who is back here, how much he can do. 3 bullets left in the Vandal. Picks up a Phantom. He should be good now. It's gonna be
he picked up another gun.
Vic. Trade from Vic.
Aspas?
I mean, all that. I love here from
oh my
Mitch.
God, Vic is a fucking hero.
Of that smoke just to delay enough.
Oh my God.
Again, the other ones with the operator. What could Aspas really do here to try to retake a 2 versus 3? So it was the most important fight in the back of the site between Nosler and Mitch. And both IGLs going toe-to-toe. But Mitch using the delay to guarantee the round for Cloud9 in the pulse plant. You have to tip your hat over to Mitch's side.
Quick play on the other side of the map, too, just to deter. But yeah, back here, playing in the smoke, staying alive, causing Nazar just to focus, right? That's what you're talking about. Making them focus, Mitch, instead of what they can in the site. Yeah, these little cat and mouse games, their C9 is able to get by.
I'm glad he's smiling.
We're seeing that's what it takes C9 to get these rounds right now. MIBR is so close.
It's going to be split on 9, just like...
And MIBR
they have op still. They have op still.
What is happening? An operator... Low buys around that, except for Cortesia.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted to go with rifles at the very beginning, Guardians and Stingers, but they are going to just stick with what they have to make sure they have a healthy buy in the next. But the idea is still there. You have both Artazine and Aspas working together, playing further behind.
Oh my God.
Monster with the Hunter's Fury.
Oh.
And Prowler for C9 at least checks out that the operator's there.
Insert. This is what killed him last time. They actually get shot
on
the drone. So
they know he could be there. They must know.
Twice now. Is this spot something that gets kills on him? No way it happens again, Fancilly. Oxy's gonna try to check it, but it was just a weird check. Why around
Bro,
the outside? Zeppa's
how
finally
is he
able
not
to
cleared
capitalize
out?
on that, but now C9 are running away from
Oh
this
my
Hunter's
God.
Fury that tagged up Zeppa.
How did the fade dog not get him?
With how Aspa shot those right away. At least he got into an instant train, and he also wasted out that Hunter's Fury. And MIBR's read now is to say, well, they got to back up on this, because Aspas technically was opting towards the A side. We have to run away from
As
that.
a C9 hater, I'm
C9
feasting right now.
The mind games continue here for Mitch. They're going to wait for the second wave around the Nightfall and Salvo. So very important that Zeppa stayed alive to dance around the
But I'd rather go pie and win or drop 30 and still win.
Nightfall comes
What?
in. You have to expect MIBR is going to use Cosmic Divide to take the site back once this plant happens. So they'll probably let a bit of this happen really
That was
before giving
low.
themselves up. Oh, good damage. Oh, Cortezia with the molly. It's actually walked in by Zeppa. That Hunter's Fury pays off big time.
I mean, it's out in the open. You're still running
Oh,
into that,
no.
and now Aspas gets a pick and a spikes down.
Oh no.
In. Quickly goes Nat. They try to force the plays.
Oh
Cortezia and
no.
Shannon come up huge. That's game point for MIBR as Cloud9 is left wondering.
This is bad. This is bad. Bad.
Question marks all around there on C9's re-hit towards that site. The Nightfall did get information on players playing towards Secret. They had smokes blocking up that sign, but it just felt like they had that gameplay, the plan to just try to take down Cortezia on the top of the staircase towards Art. Just to guarantee a safer plant. Looks like they wanted to plant a little bit more out in the open instead of going for the safe plant inside the cabin towards the tucked area of the team.
Just put
should have won that.
Potential on C9. If they use this now,
and then now
are able to capitalize on the round, there's still 4 chances for MIBR to close it out with their own ults, better weaponry, and hopefully for C9 fans, it's not going to be the case. But you see here how nervous they are.
Truthfully,
back towards the spawn in the very beginning.
It's too much to ask for.
Such a low buy
it's
for
too much
C9
to ask for.
here.
It really just
Relegated
is.
to 2 sheriffs, weapons on the 3 Stooges. Let's see if they can make it happen. Into the site. Oxy's going to get everything with Dimensional Drift here. Armageddon goes down. They could still have Salvo coming in for that lockdown.
Nice
Few
shot.
shots go back, and that's going to be a
Nice
bit of
shot.
mid. Now picked up by
Aspas is in
Cloud9.
sight.
Looks like they could stay alive here.
Drone
with
found
just
him. No
3 more
dash.
as their mana.
A-Dog gets a kill in the smoke. Shorty hits another pop dash. And he gets out the site 2v3. Oh my god, masterclass. Bomb is down.
Try and get this
Vic just got here. There's a flank as well.
Players of C9 are
Oh
isolated,
god, there's
though.
a flank.
It might
Oh
have to be our
god,
hero play
Aspas
coming in
just
for
fucked
once again
them.
Vic.
Oh god.
Nobody's going for that spike just yet.
Oh,
Obviously,
God.
MIBR
Oh,
can see it. They'll
God.
keep putting it on the ground if it gets picked up. And they have coverage across the site.
He hit him.
This
No, he didn't.
looks tough for C9.
30 seconds left.
This, if they
Flank
win
is
this, it's the
coming.
momentum they need to keep going to bring it OT.
Enemy remaining.
One more, Vance. It's going to be Vic. He takes the shot, the 2v1. He's trying to create the 1v1s, but he can't find anybody. 18 seconds, and they're going to force him to plant the spike. Artizine
He's a
just
star.
doing the peaks.
He's a star.
Can he get underneath Heaven here just to make it happen? He's going to get behind the pillar. He probably has a bit of a plant spot. The guy's just off to the left side. Can he get himself into a position that pushes and pulls? It's going to be the kill from Artizine. That's it. MIBR reigns on Cloud9 parade as they move through the
That was a bad way to go out. That was a bad way to go out.
Against all odds here, are able to fight back. And in a default composition, going into a map here like Pearl, they just stuck to what worked for them and made sure that they just play their own game.
Amazing stuff from MIBR. The upset we were not expecting, but if an upset's on the docket, that means it can happen. What a restructuring of the mental and just what we saw from last week from this team, Van Silly. Incredible change.
Yeah, night and day, but you have to look at it from MIBR's side. In an interview from Aspas, they just came into kickoff, maybe 6 days before kickoff. A new agent just came out. They had 1 day of practice, so definitely it did not look good against such a strong team that they played in that first round. But then you know that Fran has been working around the clock with Nosworth to make sure that they stay alive in this series and continue in their run for kickoff. And they showed that beautifully here with the display that they had against Cloud9 today.
And we know that core of MIBR was going to be good, but the questions were around the rookies. Shenum, Cortezia. I don't think those questions really hold that much anymore, but we'll
played MIBR, but I'm so disappointed in C9. Wait, why is this not going to cry?
C9's good. They have a lot of good teams to play against, and consistency.
I really am so disappointed in them.
When you look back at this game, as we have these highlights coming through, it still looks so good for Cloud9 when they started. things off, getting the bonus round in their favor.
For
but
real.
It almost went back to that same story where they had such a hot start, but couldn't hold on to that lead here going into that second map. And now, unfortunately, here in this third map, that eliminates them against MIBR. These hero plays come out to you. I mean, it's also one of those days where players were just shooting, right? You're starting to feel the groove. You had a dominant
the pistol round, but the Bucky 4K, brother.
And you're carrying that over into a potential with the veterancy of both.
Oh my God, I can't believe it, man.
Saying, hey, if we could actually play the same way that we did on Abyss and do this against a team like Cloud9, we definitely have what it takes here to push it forward to the finishing line.
He keeps doing that.
Wait.
You're gonna steal my pixel.
What?
No.
Osmos, you get one more chance.
Okay, wait.
One more chance.
No. No. That's it. No, that's it. He keeps doing that.
Wait.
Okay, he's going.
Oh, he's cooking.
That was still higher. That was still higher. That was still higher.
But you know what? Osmos, this ref is a fan. Can I get a signature on my jersey?
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Of course.
You actually win, low-key.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
You can choose time.
Yeah, right there. Okay. And then you guys can go ahead and head back to the desk.
What's happening here? Aspas still won.
I got first place prize for you, Nazar.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. You can wear it.
You lied to me. You told me I was first place.
Well, you're first place in my heart for life.
What is this?
King is back.
100%, bro.
Okay. No, you can go, bro. Fine.
The hunt begins.
Running it.
Here. Holy fuck.
Still in sight. Spike planted.
Graffiti and hell.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
This is 0-11 and we're losing.
Holy fuck.
You throw dirt in someone's. We're in the prediction segment.
Rounds on Mimi.
I just want to see Potter's fracture again this year.
Yeah.
From that old school EG run where she literally set the meta with a sober.
Hello. Sorry. I was what is it called? I was getting pulled aside for some social stuff. So if you were wondering where I went to, that's where I went.
I like this look from them, and the knife that'll come out will spot out Supa.
This round might just be icy. Still has his dash online, a ghost in hand. 3 players double swing.
He's not a Red Bull kind of guy. I really like Red Bulls. I like the flavor. It's just because I don't really consume caffeine that much. Oh, nice shot from Icy.
Damage now. All the players on site from Fury are
Wait.
dead, and the last 2 cut off, trapped by Icy. If he can get these kills, he can win the round for his team. And Icy, he's done it for EG.
Where was that planted?
Incredible work there, Icy.
Wait, they
the
proactively took spawn, kept spawn, but didn't plan for spawn.
That's where Derek's able to carve him up.
Outlaw for Icy. A nice swing timed off the dart.
There you go, and Ye's right behind it. This is actually something I noticed Ye and Icy doing really well in their split game, was they were sort of bait and switching in mid when it was Icy on the Raze.
Can you increase the volume? Yeah, I can.
Actually the one taking a lot of those first contacts, and Icy
stream volume.
I
think it's the highest I can
It's nice to see
turn
those
it up
2 new
to.
players already showing some synergy.
I'm pretty sure.
You saw that Astra pick for Ye, and you got pretty excited. I think a lot of people would feel it was a miss.
Dude, the
to
Outlaw
not
is
have him
so
play
OP.
on the chamber or even the Vise on this map.
I think,
Why
like,
were you so
honestly,
excited
the
to see
Outlaw
that?
kind of like power creeps the Marshall heavy because it is way better in the second round. It's way better against ecos, and
really shuts down that space.
it forces people to buy like
not
full
really
armor.
like go hard exec at you comp. This is a pretty basic comp that we're seeing with some strong tools, but Astra can dodge away from KO knives and whatnot.
Ooh. Wait, EG has a nice setup right there.
Not so much.
Is Kade with you? No, Kade's at home.
With Paranoid ready to go, they're so worried about re-clearing mid.
Supa really looks like he's playing Breach on this map. Nice
shit.
shot from Havoc with the Guardian there.
Is he gonna get the Olo?
They're still kind of locked into finishing A here. Which
Here it
means
comes.
Ye's the man of the hour. He's pretty much alone on this side, and here comes Furia. Dart will fizzle out. Ye has a smoke to allow his teammates to flood in and join, but Havoc over the top, getting aggressive. Not quite finding his mark, though. As Khalil finally opens things up for Fury. Now they're all here, ready to go, and time is very, very
this is a
low.
Fury round.
This fight has to be won for Havoc, or at least to keep them at bay, and he's done enough. 3-4 Havoc. And Furia navigate a pretty tough situation there.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good from Havoc initially to find that pick into mid. They were very
Am I
patient,
tweaking or like Tyson's kind of delayed on chat? Is he just reading chat late? I'm reading chat as soon as I see it. Whenever like people do watch parties in person, they put on like a mandatory like 30-second delay. Ooh, the stretch. The reason why the 30-second delay comes out is so people can't like cheat. In a sense, I'm pretty sure it's like it's like a competitive integrity issue.
Same comp Sen ran on that map.
Big brawl in main. Havoc shout. Nice out.
Yeah.
Now Furia ahead with the utility. Havoc's gonna take his chance to go around the side. Updraft dash into backside. Oh, the knife's out.
Wait, he was just full blind.
He's gotten 2 for it.
He got team flashed by Rafa. Derek's not gonna let him
Wait,
through.
they team flashed
And the rest of his team is
themselves.
just caught off by this Vise
Wait.
one.
Wait, they're just styling on them.
Derek.
That's brutal as well, because I think there was a paranoia that actually caught the EG player he was trying to dive onto there.
Unfortunately, when you're in their face.
Wait, how did they
don't
team flash
really
that?
do much.
Where's the KO flash fully going to take you
Oh
out
no,
of that
dude!
one.
There's a fruit seed in between our
It
teeth.
was a cute little idea
Oh,
there.
that's
That was
something.
just
Thank
a bit, then updrafted to make it a little bit
With the
clean out of
flash.
the land into the smoke.
Wait,
but
surely like.
Needed to be a little bit further down for the smoke to block that one.
Hello.
Oh, and the team.
What the fuck? Bad feeling.
She's off. That's a very key player to die early.
Oh, you didn't clear the left.
Derek did not look left.
Oh dear.